We're talking about depression. We're talking about food as an addiction, as part of that whole depression process. You're depressed because you're addicted to these bad choices. And you go through, just like an alcoholic would, just like someone who's addicted to crack, you go through a tolerance where you have just so much crack and you're feeling all good, and all of a sudden you're like, maybe I need a little more crack to feel better. And then you have a little more crack, your body builds up a tolerance. So you go, I think I'll have a serving of chips. I'll count those out, 10 chips. And then you eat them, you're like, I think I need a little bit more and more and more, because you're building up a tolerance. And then you go through a withdrawal. And it's just as physical as any withdrawal that an addicted person goes through. And what's interesting is, when people need to eat more and more food in order to feel full or satisfied, that's part of that depression and addiction. It's interesting too, because we're unable to derive pleasure from eating healthy foods. One of the things I've noticed over my pray it off years is that I derive pleasure now from that ground turkey burger, from that spinach salad with all these veggies on it. When I take peppers and onions and put them up. How many times has Tony talked about his concoctions of all these veggies? I get pleasure. Yes, I have watermelon and strawberries and blueberries. When we train ourselves to get pleasure out of the healthy foods and get away from those processed foods that we're addicted to, then we're on our way. And then it talks about here about how our bodies are different. And then it talks about the psychology of weight loss. Successful dieters are realistic and make small changes. So many people join this group and they want to lose 100 pounds the first week. And then they realize that it's worth. You're not going to be perfect. I always say, you got to have your pizza, have it on Thursday night or Friday night. I'm not asking anyone to give up anything if they're going to go berserk over it, but don't be eating a whole pizza on Wednesday, come in and weigh in on Thursday and wonder why you gained weight. Also, no excuses attitude. I would say that Kevin had a no excuses attitude. He didn't say, well, I'm at the fair. What am I supposed to do? I'm here 11 to 7. Ooh, maybe I'll get that fried donut sandwich with chicken in the middle. No, he used a no excuses attitude. And they also make a lifetime commitment. When I got married to Bob, I promised a lifetime commitment. The vows aren't like, yes, I'll marry Bob, but if I see somebody that I like a little bit better, I might leave him for that, and for him. And if a movie star comes, forget it, Bob's history. And if he says one thing to tick me off, I'm out the door. No, you say you're going to get married for life. It doesn't have other things like in sickness and health. It gives you some examples. In good times and bad. We could have the same vows for a lifetime commitment to weight loss. In the weeks I gain a pound or two, in the weeks that my daughter's married, or my fair comes, or the wedding, that's life. Everybody's got life. We have to make a commitment. We do it for themselves. We keep active. We resolve our underlying stress and emotional issues. I'm 59 years old. I could start talking now, and 2 weeks from now, I'd probably still be talking about my underlying stress and emotional issues. We all got them. But what you do is you get your little prayers, you ask God to help them, you forgive yourself, and you go on. Successful dieters don't weigh themselves like they're doing step aerobics. Remember, a glass of water weighs a pound. You know, some people come in here on these hot days, they're up a pound. Don't beat yourself up. It's hot out, okay? And then it always happens when the seasons change. You're coming in here half naked with a tube top on and shorty shorts, and then you come in September and you got hunker jeans and a parka on, and you wonder why the scale goes up. It does make a difference, but you know what? It all irons out in the wash. Also, let's do a quick review. There's psychological factors that contribute to weight gain. Depression, anxiety, not getting enough sleep, some stress, ADHD, which I don't know if anyone in the group has that, trauma and loss, relationship, divorce, childhood abuse, family conflict, parenting issues, multitasking when eating. I think I could do a survey and someone in the group would pick at least one of these. So what do? You do self-love and self-acceptance, you do self-empowerment, and I think number 3, I think we could have a whole session on having regular sex, but not tonight. Also, coping skills, more consistent sleep, healthy relationships, positive thinking. I think I can, I think I can. Emotionally detach yourself from food. Food is not bad, food is not good. It is your choices. You say, I'm sure there is some 90-pound kid at the fair who's 6'2" who could enjoy that donut with the chicken in the middle. Not us. Also, having an active and fun lifestyle. I want to read the conclusion. Shaming people, stressing out about your weight, over-dieting, over-exercising, and trying to lose weight while not addressing the underlying emotional issues that cause you to gain weight in the first place are not going to help you lose weight. If one of your goals is to lose weight, you first need to be willing to address your issues such as depression, anxiety, stress, and relationship conflicts. Now, I'm not saying everyone who is overweight is also struggling with mental health issues, but if you've been unsuccessful losing weight in the past, it may be the reason why. And I'm going to stop right there, Bob.